Guys, what is up? It is James Penrose back again for my next video. Welcome, and we are back once again to talk boxing, and we got a huge fight coming up in about just a week and a half, September 25th at the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Anthony Joshua defending his unified world heavyweight titles against the undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk. Now, before we actually get into who I think is going to win this fight, yeah, I know, once again, it's one of them situations where it's safe to say this is a fight that we didn't ask for. You know, this is not the fight we all collectively wanted as a whole to begin with. Obviously, we all know what we wanted to begin with from the start. That's Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury for all the belts for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. But at the last second, it fell through, and then all of a sudden, a third fight was issued between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, October 9th, which, guys, really, do you guys give a shit? Honestly, do you guys give a shit? I personally I already know what's going to happen. Tyson Fury is just going to win again. He's going to win even more emphatically this time again. Not ruling out Deontay Wilder's power. The power will still always be there. I mean, 41 knockouts and 42 wins, that obviously does count for something, obviously. But I just see, from what I've seen with both fights, there's nothing in that. Especially when Deontay Wilder has given him everything. Even when Fury was knocked out cold on the canvas, and Fury still couldn't beat Wilder. When Wilder still could beat Fury, sorry, I should. But basically, you get the point. Everything what Wilder's done to Fury, and Fury still got up and he's done the job. He's just going to do it again. Fury's going to win that for me. But onto this fight, Joshua Usyk. Make no mistake about it, though. This is still an ace fight. This is still an awesome, awesome fight between two guys, two Olympic gold medalists, two guys who, quite honestly, when you look at Oleksandr Usyk, first off, one of the funniest guys you'll ever see in your life. Every time I see him, it's just like, you can't help but laugh. He's such a funny guy, and in the ring, he is brilliant. His footwork is what I love the most. I mean, when you look at guys like Usyk and Lomachenko and Usyk when he was still around, I don't know if he's retired or not, but what they've all got in common is great footwork. Their ability to move in and out of range, land their shots, then get out of range, not be a sitting duck for opponents, and for Anthony Joshua, really, for someone like him, he needs to get Usyk's respect early. If Joshua's going to knock him out, if that is the game plan, he's got to get the right hand in early. Use that early, get your jab established, and then land the right hand. But again, to match Usyk for speed and footwork is going to be tricky in the early rounds. I mean, people see, oh, Joshua's going to knock Usyk out easy, and then it's on to the next one. I mean, do not count Usyk out whatsoever. I mean, if Usyk was to actually win this fight, in my eyes, even though it's not what people are expecting and everything, but to call it like a massive upset, based on Usyk's ability and his past, amateur record, Olympic gold medalist, undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world, to call that an upset, I wouldn't think it would be an upset, though. Would it be unexpected? Yes, but would it be a huge upset? No, because Usyk does have the ability and does have a big chance in winning this fight. But for me personally, when you look at Anthony Joshua, his power is lethal, man. His speed, his technique is also lethal. And he's beaten everyone he's faced up until this point. His resume is awesome. And actually, this is probably Joshua's biggest test since Klitschko. His best opponent since Vladimir Klitschko. I mean, when you look at the other guys he's fought, Takam, Parker, Povetkin, and then Ruiz twice, in my opinion, Usyk probably beats all of them guys. Even though the Andy Ruiz fight, Usyk and Ruiz, that would be a war. That would be a hell of a fight. But I think Usyk beats Ruiz and Povetkin, even though Povetkin's retired. But all of them guys, still great fighters, but with Oleksandr Usyk, Joshua, this is his toughest test since Klitschko. And Klitschko, we'll never forget that night in a hurry. That night at Wembley, oh, mamma mia. If it turns out to be like that again, we're in for a hell of a treat September 25th. But as far as my predictions go, and this is another thing people have been saying about Usyk at heavyweight, can he take the power of the people at heavyweight with the likes of Tyson Fury, of Anthony Joshua, or a Dylan White? And everyone's been down it. A lot of people saying no. And in this case, for this fight, I am also going to say no. And I'm going to say, I'm going to say even one or two things. Either Joshua is going to stop Usyk late, either rounds 9, 10, or 11, or it will go a points win and Joshua will win the fight unanimous decision. But I expect Usyk to actually have a really good start in this fight. Expect Joshua to probably lose a couple of rounds. Expect Usyk to be moving around really well, getting his jab established, and letting a few combinations go, letting Joshua, he ain't going to have everything his own way in London. But once Joshua gets past that, and then Joshua gets his own work established, for me, it's a foregone conclusion. Well, not a foregone conclusion, but in my opinion, Joshua's going to win this fight, either late stoppage or knockout. That is my prediction. And also, it's a great card. If you look below it, we got Oleksandr defending his WBO cruiserweight title on the line. We got Callum Smith making his light heavyweight debut, and hopefully we can see him become a 2-weight world champion. Leave your thoughts and comments below who you want to see Callum Smith fight next. Should you come past this guy, whatever his name is, I can't remember. We got Campbell Hatton on the card for him. Mark, it's gonna be a great show overall. But with Joshua Usyk, that's the one. It's gonna be a hell of a fight, and yeah, again for me, Joshua either late stoppage or a unanimous decision. You guys, you leave your thoughts and comments down below who you think is gonna win this fight, Joshua or Usyk, and tell me why or how. Points win, knockout for either guy. You tell me down in the comments below. But honestly, man, this is gonna be a hell of a fight. And then hopefully after October 9th, when Fury beats Wilder again, and after this, when Joshua beats Usyk, hopefully, then finally, once again, I mean, I know we keep saying this, but then after those two guys get their win, then we can get the Undisputed Showdown. And then, if it doesn't happen then after that, then it's official to say it will never happen, guys. There's already people saying that it's never going to happen. I'm still trying to keep some form of faith that this fight will happen. But if it doesn't happen after both of these guys get the dubs now, then what hope is there, guys? After this, and then it doesn't happen after that, then it's done. It's over. It ain't happening. But I can't think like that. So, so hopefully it will happen. And other than that, guys, leave your thoughts and comments down below. Make sure you guys like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to my channel. And all I can say is, peace out, my brothers!